We have our next speaker, Dr. Rajul Jain, and she is the youngest PhD scholar here. So thank you, Rajul, for taking the pain and for taking this much pain. So she has completed her PhD from Dalbagh Educational Institute, Agra, and her PhD work was based on C. elegans model to decipher Alzheimer's disease at behavioral, neuronal, as well as at molecular level. She got extensive experience in all of the neuroscience and techniques and other microscopic techniques, and she has been also been parallelly working on an in silico project based on drug repurposing. With this very brief introduction, I welcome you, Dr. Rajul. So, welcome to you, Rajul ma'am. The session is over to you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you so much. Thank you so much, Indrani, for such introduction. Just are my PPTs visible?
Yes, Rajul, it's perfectly fine. Please proceed. Just an
Yeah,
announcement I just want to make before you start the presentation. So, participants, at the end of this talk, we can have our short session on question answers. So, whatever questions you have till now from all the speakers, you can post your questions or you can have a discussion with the speakers after the end of the session. Yeah, thank you. Please, Rajul, proceed.
good afternoon, one and all, and I welcome you all to my presentation on revolutionizing biology with AI, what young scientists need to know. Here, the term revolution may seem like a bold claim, but it is a term I use intentionally. The last revolution in biology is widely considered to be the CRISPR-Cas9 gene editing technology, and which allows for precision and efficient editing of genetic material. However, since then, the field has experienced a period of stagnation with fewer transformative discoveries. This is why I believe there is a dire need for a new revolution in biological studies, particularly in the current global health threats and environmental crisis. And this is where AI comes in. AI holds immense potential to revolutionize biology by analyzing large target sets, data sets, predicting the effect of genetic and environmental perturbations, and aiding in experimental design and their optimization. So, by leveraging AI, we can drive processes and innovation in the field, which can lead to new breakthroughs in medicine and biotechnology. So, what do young scientists need to know about this exciting field to start their career with? So, let us find out. Artificial intelligence is basically the mechanism to incorporate human intelligence into machine through a set of algorithms. So we have known what is AI and artificial intelligence so far, but before moving forward, we must know the difference or relationship between these three most prevalent and interconvertible terminologies, that is artificial intelligence, machine learning, and deep learning. Since these three elements are interconnected and exploring their relationship is vital before we break down each factor individually. So, machine learning is a subcategory of AI and deep learning is a subcategory of ML, meaning they both are forms of artificial intelligence. So, AI here is a broad area where machines can intelligently execute tasks by mimicking human behavior and thought processes, while ML are algorithms that learn from the data to predict output and discover patterns in that data, while deep learning break down tasks in specific patterns and teach machines using unstructured data. So, the effective use of artificial intelligence in biology require a multidisciplinary approach involving collaboration between biologists, AI experts, clinicians, technicians, and as well as a careful attention to data quality, computing power, ethical consideration, validation, and interpretation of results that can be robust and reproducible. So, in order to train AI models effectively, high quality data must be available. This may include genomic data, medical images, or clinical records, and the data must be accurate, comprehensive, and properly annotated. So AI algorithms required significant computing powers, particularly for deep learning algorithms that use neural networks with many layers. So researchers may need to access to high performance computing resources to effectively use AI in biology. And the researchers and developers must have a deep understanding of the biology and genetics underlying the data being analyzed. This this requires collaboration between biologists and AI experts. And the use of AI raises ethical consideration, particularly with regard to the privacy and security of patient data. So, researchers must be aware of these considerations and ensure that their work adheres to the ethical guidelines and regulation. Continuing this, the researchers need to design their experiments carefully to collect this high quality data that can be used to train AI models. And so, this requires a good understanding of experimental design, statistics, and data analysis. And these algorithms can generate large amount of data, and it is important to validate and interpret the results in a meaningful way. So this requires again the collaboration like we have with the diverse speakers today. And these algorithms must be robust and reproducible, which means that the results can be replicated and generalized to new data sets. And this required careful testing and validation of those algorithms. And again, the researchers need to work efficiently with interdisciplinary terms, including specialists from biology, clinicians, R&D developers, computer scientists to design and implement these solutions for biological problems. So here we can see a basic architecture of applying machine learning model to deal with various types of data available for prediction, identification, and treatment of Alzheimer's disease. As we discussed in the previous slides about the quality of data, this data here is identified as socio-demographic characteristics, clinical scales, neurophysiological assessment, imaging data, biological entities, etc. Here, the feature selection is an essential and most important step to transfer this data into useful information. Later, this refined data is provided as input to various machine learning models, and the results achieved are assembled to get the best output for our query, which can give a precise description for the disease we are looking for. So, among various pros and cons, there are various utilities of AI, and a few advantages can be increased efficiency. Since we know AI can analyze large amount of data much faster than humans. We can help speed up our research by using this, and AI can be more accurate than human at times for analyzing complex data and identifying patterns and relationships that can lead to more precise diagnosis and treatment. And of course, the wide applicability of AI, not only in the biological domain, but also in various management and banking sectors, we can see AI is playing a very significant role. And but AI does hold a few drawbacks which should be enlisted, like lack of transparency. Some AI algorithms are complex and difficult to interpret, which can make it difficult to understand how the decisions were being made in the background. And the data biasness, since we are talking about data biasness since morning, the AI algorithm can be biased if the data used to train them is biased, which can lead to inaccurate or unfair predictions. Security and privacy concerns, where AI in biology rises security. Can raise security and privacy concerns, particularly with regard to its storage and sharing the patient data. The use of AI requires specialized technical expertise, which can be a barrier for some researchers. And again, developing and implementing these solutions can be an expensive task, which can limit our access to these technologies for research and healthcare techniques. So, AI can be a powerful tool for advancing biological research and improving our understanding of complex biological system. We have already seen these applications, but I just want to broadly discuss that AI is significant. We have discussed that AI has been explored for drug discovery, disease diagnosis, genomic and proteomic studies, and image analysis, where medical images such as X-rays, MRI, CT scans can be used to detect abnormalities, and this can assist in the disease diagnosis. Um, AI can also be can also analyze large scale multiomics data. Apart from genomics and proteomics, it can include transcriptomic, epigenomic, and microbiomic data to identify the underlying processes. And AI can also be used to design synthetic biological system by predicting the behavior of complex biological system and optimizing experimental designs. Continuing to this, this can extend its horizon from um, biotechnology to environmental monitoring, where air quality index, water quality, and climatic change can also be tracked and detected for abnormalities, and their predictive trends thereafter. In precision agriculture, also in behavioral analysis, this can be used to analyze various behavioral data such as movement patterns and social interaction to understand the behavior of organisms and their interaction with their environment. AI can also be used to stimulate evolutionary processes such as mutation and natural selection to study the origin and evolution of species. However, AI can also be monitored for wildlife population and can predict the impact of environmental changes on biodiversity. In this example, this table summarizes in this table summarizes the objectives, tools, and techniques that are used, and key findings of some recent AI-based research papers that are related with Alzheimer's disease. The reason why I have used Alzheimer's here is this disease has been discovered since 1905, but we don't have a proper cure for this. So, in the paper by Marx G et al. 2022, it signifies that AI offers insights into potential of various advanced technologies for improving the diagnosis, treatment, as well as understanding of Alzheimer's. Again, in the paper by Algmidi et al. 2022, AI and machine learning approaches have been utilized to show promises in accurately detecting and classifying Alzheimer's using various medical imaging modalities. DNA methylation profiling and AI based analysis by Singh et al. 2022 offers early detection and mechanistic insights into AD, which was difficult to find otherwise. And Fang et al. Explores the use of AI based drug discovery approaches that lead to the identification of potential drug targets for repurposing in Alzheimer's treatment. Here, AI has been shown to great potential for improving the diagnosis and treatment of neurodegenerative disease. This can also predict protein structure and functionings to make the diagnosis and treatment of Alzheimer's more specific and time saving. So, these are some of the possible roles that can be played by AI in disease identification, progression, diagnosis, treatment, and finding out the novel biomarkers and etc. So why the final question, why do I go for AI studies in biology? Being an undergrad and postgraduate student, it is an important slide to know. Since with the rapid growth of data-driven research in life sciences, there is an increasing demand for professionals with expertise in AI and machine learning. And studying AI in the context of biology can provide opportunities to work on interdisciplinary projects that combine multiple domains of life science. And the recent advancements in AI and machine learning techniques have made it possible to analyze large and complex biological data sets, leading to new discoveries and innovations. So, studying AI in biology can open up a wide range of career opportunities, including roles in biotechnology, pharmaceuticals, research and development areas. So, if you are a budding researcher, don't forget keep these prerequisites in your checklist and be ready to expect the unexpected in AI, because the only constant thing in artificial learning is upgradation. Thank you.
Wow, amazing. The youngest speaker, I think, for today's session, but insightful, Razul. It was really so nice to have this kind of talks. So the platform is open for Q&A session, and so you can unmute yourself, and you can ask questions to our speaker.
Hi, ma'am. Am I
Yes, Gayatri,
audible?
please proceed. Yes. Please
Yeah.
proceed.
Hi, everyone. I'm a bioinformatics student undergrad, and I have a question. Like, since morning, we have been talking about artificial intelligence, and what bugs me is I have read this news where scientists have been working on developing machines using human brain cells, and they think that it will work more better and faster than artificial intelligence that are using silicon based machines. So what do you think about that? What is your opinion on that?
Yeah, that is why I chose this topic for today's presentation, since we have, um, the horizon is open for infinity. Like, you just have to have an idea to decipher the already existing biological problems. So it is completely open to all to design the experiment in such a way that should have a impact in further predictions also.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Hi, ma'am. Ma'am, I would like to compliment that last word you used, upgradation, because that's an important point in AI. We need to be upgraded every day because it's been upgraded every day. So that was one
Yeah,
point
that's right.
I
Yeah.
got it. Thank you so much. This is a wonderful talk. Thank you.
Thank you.
Razul, you have questions in the chat box also. I can read it out. So, Dr. Barkha Khilwani, she is asking yeah, firstly she wants to congratulate you. Very interesting presentation. She wanted to ask after PhD or postdoctoral project works, still can we include AI in the studies?
Yeah, actually, see, I myself don't have a background of artificial intelligence, but since I had to interpret my wet lab data, so bioinformatics is a must for that, and this made my interest in AI. So I think we don't need to have a background for say, I think, to start with in artificial intelligence at any point of time, because I am parallelly working on a project to see. Uh, Drug repurposing studies on monkeypox. So I think this is what you are asking, Dr. Kilwani.
Dr. Khilwani, you can unmute yourself and you can please interact with our speaker. Okay, yeah, she got it. And one more question she posted. Okay, without much of the programming experience, can still someone do AI? I think since the forum is now open for the Q&A session, so the other speakers who can there can also answer this question along with Dr. Razul.
I think we have experts on this, the programming, so we can ask them also. Kiran sir, yes, sir.
Yeah, I think it's definitely possible without programming and AI experience. Also, one can really do. It's as and when more the AI is expanding, one need to understand the concepts and apply. So even though like programming and AI are like kind of non-biological background things, I would say, let's say natural science, but they requires understanding of biology. So how a problem comes up and how to look at the problem, there definitely people who have a biological background will be definitely helpful. And but to be able to give proper suggestion or their inputs, so basics of AI would be sufficient. So there are many tutorials online, so that should be enough. So in the end, I would say without programming and AI background, can one start in that direction?
Yeah, thank you, Kiran sir. So, any more question and answer sessions for like previous speakers also had given quite key insightful sessions on the topics of AI, right from the basics to the advances, and what can be the flowbacks, and so including all the topics, we can have a Q&A session from the participants. So the session is open now. You can please ask your questions to the speakers. Okay, so it's now time to have a photograph with our youngest speaker today, with Dr. Rajul. So I request all the participants to switch on their webcam and we can have a photo with her. Thank you, Dr. Rajul. So moving on to our next